Alright, so we all know that cameras do no justice when you see perfection, and this is becoming perfection. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So in the first video you guys saw, you met Brandon, and also a brief overview of what they're going to do to my car, and also what they have done to Alex's car so far. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what they do at this, I guess, company, and they do a really good job so far I've been seeing, by removing the trim, taking it very detail oriented. And in this video, they're gonna take this car, go over to the other bay, and they're gonna get it prepped. The prepping is probably one of the most important steps when you wanna get your car paint protection film applied correctly. Again, I'm gonna let Brandon chime in later, and we're gonna just enjoy the footage, seeing a lot of footage about this process. And any questions about anything you've seen in this video, let me know in the comments. And if I could answer them, I'll answer them. If not, I'll have Brandon chime in and get those questions answered for you. All right, so we had Kevin and I guess they called the other guy Lunchbox They just prep the car. Again, the most essential thing about getting the proper paint protection film applied on is the prep, because there's always contaminants that go onto the car if you let it set. And also at a brand new car, it's sitting at port, it's sitting at these rail stations, all that iron composites get onto the car, it gets embedded. So you definitely want to do the proper steps. Again, right now you can definitely see some imperfections. There is some light marring from being in factory. I could look right here. I think Brendan was explaining to me earlier that individual paint has the most imperfections compared to non-individual paint. There's also a high buff mark right here on the bumper that I'll have him show you if you can see it on camera. But as of right now, you guys saw in the video, they did the clay bar. They did the Iron X to, it's a chemical decontamination process, and then they use the physical process by using the clay bar method. Again, all this is necessary to get the film applied on right. Again, these guys are doing a really good job, very detail oriented, and they're letting me film them because I know some people don't like to be filmed, but they're doing a good job by letting me do that. All right, just gonna do a walkthrough of the car so you guys can kind of see how the paint is. Obviously, it looks really good on camera. Anything pretty much on camera is gonna look good. But yeah, pretty much right now, the paint is pretty much bare. There's no, you guys know me, I love using bead maker. There's definitely no more bead maker left on the car. But looking at it now, it looks like it's almost ready to go into other bay where they're gonna be doing some polishing. And this is a stage 1 polishing. They're not gonna do too abrasive because it doesn't really need it. But I will say though, taking these trims off, like you guys saw when Brendan was explaining it, there's a lot of dirt that gets caught up in between these seals from factory, especially this car only being, for me, about a few weeks old. I feel bad for them, man. They were cleaning those wheels. I know how pain in the ass they were cleaning those wheels. Kevin are gonna be, so your lunchbox.
Lunch,
Alex, okay, Alex and Kevin are gonna be tackling the process of cleaning, not cleaning, but polishing the car. Stage 1, what do you guys think about the paint so far?
But right now it looks pretty clean, so a step 1 polish should be fine.
So at what point would you do a stage 2 paint correction?
Really when you're trying to clean it up with a step 1 and it's not cleaning up, so sometimes it's better just to actually make it a little bit worse just to make it a little bit better. So if you're doing a stage 1 or step 1 polish and it's not cleaning up as well, then sometimes you're gonna do a stage 2. So it really just depends on the paint.
Yeah, and these guys know their things, man. I'm learning a lot of things about paint correction because I've never had the opportunity to learn. And hopefully when I get a house, I'll get to try it on my wife's car, not my car, because it's not gonna need it anymore. But I'm gonna let them work their magic. I'll be filming a lot of B-roll for you guys. I know you guys like that. Again, if you guys need any, I guess, detail and paint protection film, these guys are the ones to go to. I'm being dead honest because they do a really good job, very detail oriented.
They say the mountain is the top. I say that just scratch the surface. Yeah, we started at the bottom with no option but to go up. You know what hurt is? When you growing up with no love. When you knew how to die before you learn to hug. When you fought in the street or you pulled a gun and led off at the ops so you sold drugs, right? Now I'm rolling through the city, living at the top of my world.